Hey guys, welcome back to my daily vlogs. This is day 2 and it's Friday the 20th of October. I'm out in sunny Melbourne. I ended day 1 at Melbourne Airport and this is about an hour and a half later, and I've just been to pick up my first press car. Yes, a Yarraville grey BMW XM. Much thanks to Nick and his team at BMW Australia. Absolutely baller, and I really like this spec actually, because I think the last thing the XM needs is leery colours, because it already stands out enough. Yarraville grey, which looks fantastic in the sun, as I know very well with my M3 Saloon and now my M3 Touring. Lovely stealthy spec. Black leather interior, and it's gobbled up all of my luggage really well, as you can see. XM luggage. Anyway, it is 22 degrees. It's about 10 AM in the morning, and I'm gonna go and see my brother. He lives just around the corner. We've got a pretty exciting day ahead of us, so looking forward to this vlog. Hopefully I'm not going to fade too much, because I am feeling a bit tired, but the sun is giving me plenty of energy, and that is giving me plenty of energy. Hello!
Tango, not in the car. Not in the car.
Who is it? Squishy, who is it? Hello! Right, so these are my brother's dogs. Tango, yes, and Squishy. And they're both adorable, and they both want to play fetch. So who's going to get the ball? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh.
Good boys, Kickers.
Stop it.
Oh, lovely.
Good. Wow! That was amazing! So there's my brother. Say hi to the camera, Jack.
Hello, guys.
My brother lives out here. How long have you been out here, Jack?
17 years now, I think.
17 years.
Long time.
When was the last time I saw you? A couple of years ago?
Yeah, it would have been nearly 5 years ago, I think now.
No,
sorry,
here.
out here it was 5 years ago, but back in the UK it was only last year, actually. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for organising the weather. I'd say I've been freshening up at your place, but I haven't. I'm still in the same t-shirt. I've been getting a bit of sun, put some cream on, and now we're heading out to get a coffee and maybe a little bite to eat before we head off on some adventures a bit later. But first, let's get in the big beast before we upset your neighbours and their dogs. So what do you think about the car, Jack?
Yeah, it's pretty futuristic.
I don't think you're going to see too many XMs on the road. It is brand new. I went to the launch of this in Arizona back in March, I think. So it's only been out globally for 6 months or so. Anyway, let's get on the road and go and find a good coffee. This is lovely.
It's super extra. This is our little town. This is why we love it. And we'll walk in there after we go to coffee.
So, what are these, Jack? What have I got here?
I've got a yuzu cold brew, which is a kind of like a lemony flavoured cold brew, which is absolutely amazing. And you've got some sort of spritz, which is a coffee. It will be a sparkling coffee drink, which is quite strong, but it should be very good.
Should wake me up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow! It's like a coffee fruit juice.
Yeah.
I know that it just shouldn't work. If she told me that, I wouldn't have ordered it, but it's amazing. Oh wow. Oh, it's 31 degrees, by the way, for anyone that's watching back home in the UK. But my smugness is gonna end because the next couple of days isn't looking great. But anyway, I better get out of the road. We're gonna go for a quick wander. So I've got a Jimmy's roll. Oh. My mouth's literally watering actually. I'm not even hungry, but it looks so good. Yum, yum, yum. It's a scorching hot day here in Melbourne. Currently 32 degrees. Got the air conditioning blasting. Got the seat ventilation on full whack. And we've got the air conditioned cup holders on, just to keep our drinks cool. XM things. So their off licenses over here are next level. We're in a fridge right now, which is nice. And we're getting a case of goats, greatest of all times. Nice, right, let's go and face the heat. My brother and I are off to Phillip Island because it is the Australian round of the MotoGP, and hopefully you know how much I love the MotoGP. It's my favourite motorsport, and when I originally planned this Australia trip back in February, March time, I was due to come next weekend, and then I suddenly realised and looked at the calendar and saw that MotoGP was in town this weekend, so that's why I've kind of not stopped today. Landed, see my brother, spent a bit of time with him. Now we're in the XM and we're heading down to Phillip Island, which is about 2 hours on a good run. It's going to be about 2.5 hours tonight though, because we're in rush hour Melbourne traffic, but at least it's moving, so can't complain. But what is a little bit of a pain, especially as today's been 30, 31, 32 degrees, is the weather prediction for tomorrow, Saturday, and especially Sunday is not great. Tomorrow's not too bad, but Sunday is looking horrific. So bad that in fact, just before we jumped in the car, I saw that MotoGP had posted that they're going to do the main feature race that usually takes place on the Sunday. They're going to do that tomorrow, just in case the weather is as bad as it's predicted for Sunday. You know my thoughts on the XM. I'm not convinced by its styling, although I think this one really does a good job because it's quite a subtle look with the Dravit grey and the black. Driving it in town, in traffic, in hybrid and mostly electric, it's actually really nice and really chilled. I'm looking forward to running this car for the next 10 days because I need to look at it in a slightly different way to how I've approached it in the past. I've got to forget about the fact that it's an M car and just treat it as a super high-end luxury car that has a lot of go if I need it. Onwards and onwards. You join us a couple of hours later and we're going over the bridge onto Phillip Island, and what a beautiful, beautiful evening. We just stopped and actually got some pictures of the XM and some pictures of me and my brother in front of the XM. Stupidly, I should have taken the camera out and got some shots with that, but I'm sure this is going to give you some of an idea of just how beautiful it is. So we're about 15 minutes away from where we're staying. We're actually staying with one of my eldest best friends, as in we used to hang out when we were about 2. I don't remember that, and I don't think he does either. But yeah, our mums were basically best friends and they went travelling together. They grew up in Australia together, they went travelling together. Yeah, I'm really excited about seeing Emil, his name is. Basically his friend has a family, well, it's not a house, apparently it's a shack. Obviously being MotoGP weekend, there's literally nowhere to stay, and the places that are available were super expensive. So I said I was happy with sleeping on the floor and I think that's what my brother's kind of doing, whereas I've got a basic bed, but I don't care. I'm so tired now that yeah, I will sleep anywhere, so really looking forward to it. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of light and we can show you the barbecue and the food and the beers and everything else. Just go around this roundabout. Cool, yeah, Phillip Island. Woohoo! Right, we're here, the barbecue is on and we're having some beers. I'm filming this in the boot as my brother unpacks some bedding and various other bits and pieces. And I think I'm going to sign today's video off. Obviously you can hopefully tell what's going to happen tomorrow because we are heading to the MotoGP and I can't wait for it. I really can't. Should be an action-packed day. Looking forward to hearing the bikes. But yeah, big thanks to my brother for everything today. I've kind of woken up now, which is annoying because I've basically been awake for about 50 hours with an hour or two sleep. Also, obviously, huge thanks to BMW Australia. The XM's been awesome. Such a lovely car to cruise down here in. And yeah, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
See you guys tomorrow.